Hi guys, welcome to the very first How To with Jamie. Okay, so today I'll be teaching you how to do a tripod, or what other people may call a headstand. Before we begin, my first tip of this video is to try to do this in a soft surface at first if you're a beginner, because before you get advanced in this trick, you have to learn like the weight placement of your head and your hands. And if you're doing it wrong the first couple times, it might really hurt your head if you're doing it in a hard surface. So I would look for a mat or just do it in the grass outside or on carpet. Just really aim for soft surfaces at first. Okay, so step number one of doing a tripod is to make sure that your head and hands are in the proper positions. So you want your head and hands to create a triangle. Some people get confused by this and they think that it's supposed to be like a straight line, or your hands are actually supposed to be like behind your head, like that type of triangle, but that's wrong. You're supposed to have it 1, 2, 3 points. And that way your head and hands have the proper like weight distribution, so that not all your weight is on your head. Okay, so now that being said, now that you know that the weight distribution has to be evenly spread out through your head and your hands, you have to push through your hands as much as you're pushing through your head. Some people also think that all the weight is on your head and that your hands are just there for like just to put them there, but your hands are actually there doing just as much as the work, because it's not healthy to have all your weight on your head. So once you're in that triangle position and you're pushing through your hands on the ground to stay up. Okay, so the tripod really is the foundation of all headstands, so it's really important that you master this. So once you are in that triangle position I talked about, you're going to push up on your toes and then bend your knees on your arms and use your arms as like your base. Once you're up there, it's really important that your head and your hips stay in a straight line, just like I am in right now. You don't want your hips to be over your head or under, because you can fall back or forth. Once you really feel like you've mastered that tripod and you're not falling over and you're really stable, there are a few other moves you can try as a challenge. And these moves, they do all start mostly like at the tripod position, so that's why it's important that you have it, and then you can grow into like other things. So I'll teach you how to do that real quick. Okay, so this first move is called a headstand. It's just like doing a handstand on your hands, but instead you're on your head and your hands. So you just have to slowly press up into it. And once you've mastered that, you can go into a straddle, which is where you open your legs. But it's very important to keep an even weight in both legs, because if they're not balanced, you'll fall from side to side. Okay, so just to be real for a second, the first times that you try this, you might fall. So the best way to fall out of this position is just to arch your back and bend your legs and go into a bridge and come up. That way you don't try to roll out of it, because when you roll, you might hurt your neck and twist it. So that's just the best way to do it. Once you think you've mastered the straddle and the headstand, you can even go a little further and you can try to do splits while you're in the tripod. I just recommend that you get splits on the ground first, because if you don't have your normal split, then you won't be able to open your legs apart so much and it'll be harder for weight distribution. But as I said back when I was teaching the straddle, both of your legs really have to have the same weight distribution, because if not, you'll fall back and forth, especially in the split. And once you have all those tricks, you can even mix them together and try to do them back to back. It's really fun once you have it, just if you have the proper form. Okay guys, that was How To with Jamie. Thank you for watching how to do a tripod and then a few headstand tricks. Please, in the comments down below, let me know what I should do next, or any recommendations, any comments. And if you do take videos of you doing any tripods or headstands that you learned from this video, please tag me. I would love to watch. And while you're at it, just like, subscribe, and thank you for coming to my channel.